All right. What's up, guys? It's been a while since I've been doing a live, so I figured let's do a live video today. I didn't really have a video planned. I've been incredibly busy over the past week, so didn't have a video quite ready to go today. So figured let's do a live video. Let's talk about what's going on in the garage, what the plans are for the winter, because it's getting kind of up to winter, as you might know or not. It's getting cold in Reno. It's been really weird temperatures this year so far. It gets down to like high 30s at nights now, and it's not even October yet. So it's getting kind of crazy. So we're going to start talking about what's happening in winter. Supposed to have some snow. It says kind of end of October-ish, which is nuts. So let's talk about the garage, see what's going on. So for winter, so we have a few plans for winter. So winter, this is the project right here. So over the past, this will be our fourth winter here in this garage. So we've done a lot of stuff to the garage. So when we first came here, it was pretty much all bare. It kind of was just like that wall right there, just all bare. And there was nothing. There weren't really good lights in here. I put lights in here. So we had a lot of upgrades over the time that we've been in the garage so far. Last year we painted this whole side white. So it looks really nice in videos, which is awesome. So that's all new and looks all good. And the year before that we did the lights. The lights are all done. This year we're doing insulation. We're going to work on this door. So obviously this is a very old garage door. It probably was original to the house. And this house is from like the late 70s. So this garage door is going to get fixed. So it's going to stay. I like this garage door. It works really good. And I kind of like the old stuff. And it just keeps on working. I've done a few repairs to it before. You guys may be able to tell that black paint. I've welded some of these. And I've started to tack some of these guys together. So pretty much what needs to happen is I need to do some work on this garage door. So number one, we need to go through. We need to tack everything all up here. So we need to tack all these ribs onto the structural bars themselves. They used to all be spot welded at some point. You can see like inside of here. I'll show you guys when I do the video on it, but they used to all be spot welded. They're not really spot welded anymore, so they make a ton of noise. So we need to go ahead and we need to tack weld all these guys up here all the way down the door. And that's going to be step number one. Step number two, we need to do some weather stripping. So up on top, you can see I have one piece up there. It's kind of nailed into the wall. So that's going to be your step number two. We need to do a weather stripping all around this door because as you can see light coming through the side of here. So pretty much for the winters, I've noticed that the garage door is where I lose all my heat in the garage is this door. So I need to insulate this door. So we need to weather strip all along the outsides. That'll seal this off pretty good on the garage door side because there was gaps. There was big gaps up on the top up here. So that's all sealed up on the top. I just need to buy more. I need to buy more of that weather stripping stuff. Sorry, it looked like it got messed up there. It just got pulled up from the cable, but that's okay. So I need to get some more of this weather stripping to do the sides. My garage door is bigger than a normal garage door, I guess. So we need to put weather stripping both the sides. That'll seal that up. And then we're going to put insulation in here. So it's kind of like indents here. So we need to put some insulation in here. Put a piece of sheet insulation, like foam insulation in here. So we're going to do that for each of these squares. And then plan on using some like expanding foam around that to seal up any extra gaps. So that's pretty much the plan for this winter. I'm going to film it for you guys so you guys can do it for your own garage and show you how easy it is. It shouldn't be too complicated, but should make everything a lot nicer. Inside of the garage should help a lot. With my heater, my propane heater makes a big difference versus just a little electric one, especially versus nothing. But having that door where all my heat gets lost, that's going to make a big difference. So that's our big project for the winter. Of course, get that done. That's going to be our big improvement over the winter time. Because we do get snow, it does get cold. You guys don't have single digits at night. So we want to be nice and warm in here. And then, of course, fat bike content coming back in the winter because who doesn't want to see a fat bike riding in the snow? So fat bike's going to come back. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it yet besides just ride it because we've done a lot of stuff to it over the last winter. But I need to do a couple modifications. We need to cut off the old brackets for the old chain guard that no longer is on there. We need to cut those off. That'll make it look a lot cleaner. And then from there, who knows? There's a lot of stuff we can do to that thing still, but might just ride it as is and try and take some of these guys out. Obviously, I have a gravel bike with big fat tires now, and I have my mountain bike, which has bigger tires now. So we take those out too, some in the winter, depending on how much it snows and how wet of a winter it is, but that should be pretty cool. So that's the plan. Fat bike content coming in. I have some cool new stuff coming to film better content in the winter. I used to have problems in the winter where my camera equipment would freeze up in the winter when I'm out riding. So we're gonna solve those problems hopefully this year, so I can actually film some some riding videos on the fat bike and show you guys some stuff with the fat bike. So pretty cool. Look forward to that. Some of you guys may have seen this bike over here. You'll see this bike in a video or two this week if you're watching this now. Woo. And it's not mine. It's a friend of a friend or family member of a friend. So they just dropped it off. It needs some work with the shifter. You might not think it's the shifter, but that's it has a Sturmy Archer 3-speed hub in it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool old bike. Probably from the 70s, I would say. So that bike needs some work. Say a couple videos on that this week. At least one adjusting that hub and getting that working again. Maybe another one just showing you what to look for when you get a bike like this. And we'll make it a little bit nicer. Make it look nicer before we give it back. There's a couple things I'm like, yeah, it could be a little better. So we're gonna make that nicer, of course. And that's pretty much it. Nothing's really changed. Same bike rack back here. We still got the bikes outside. I can take you guys outside and want to see those. But I do have a new product coming this week. It's a big product is what it is. And that product is a big, huge bike stand. That's what that is. Why am I looking so far up? There we go. Okay. That's a big, huge bike stand is what that is. And it's to carry the bikes and hold your bikes essentially is what it is. And it's supposed to hold 8 bikes. It's coming in the mail. Sorry, USPS or UPS or whoever's delivering it. It's supposed to be like 50-something pounds. So that's coming this week. And it depends. Depends how big it is, because what do I have in here? I have 6 bikes on the back wall, 2 bikes hanging, 1 bike on the ground, and then my road bike too. So what is that? That's 9 bikes in here. 6? That's 10 bikes technically is in here. Okay, so that may work, may not. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. See what it looks like when we get here. Of course, show you guys an installation. Show you guys a whole assembly video and really whether it's worth it or not. So that's coming. May go here. May go outside. We can go take a look outside. I got a couple bikes hanging outside, so let's go take a look at those real quick. See, how do I switch my camera on here? There we go. All right, so outside. Going out here. It's a little windy, so sorry for any wind noise. Got my daughter's bikes over here still hanging. Race bikes. Those are all still pretty much the same. Come over around the bend here. Still got that bike. I just need to put that bike for sale. I meant to give it away and it never went away. So there's that. I've come all the way back down the side here. You recognize Project Galaxy. That's kind of hiding back over here. They're kind of underneath the eaves some. And I mean, this bike never got much done to it, so I'm not really concerned about it sitting outside more. Besides for the tires and wheels, which are totally fine sitting outside for a little bit. So that bike, just kind of hanging. This is that 90s mountain bike. I took parts off of this to fix my wife's Trek mountain bike. So it has these older tires on here from the Trek mountain bike originally. I'm not sure why this one's flat. It wasn't flat last time I was out here, but I had to take a spoke. You might be able to see there's a spoke missing. So I had to take a spoke off of this. So I need to get this bike back up and then just clean it up and sell it just to get it out of here. Because I don't do anything with it. It just sits here. So yeah, I do have these 2 bikes still. You just don't see them in the videos because I had to fill my videos with other stuff. So I had to fill my garage with other stuff, and there's the good old UPS. So yeah, I had to fill my garage up with other stuff, new bikes, different bikes, versus bikes that just nothing's happening to. So, Project Galaxy will come back eventually, because I have good parts for it now, because I have parts off of the Poseidon Redwood. So I have stuff to upgrade this bike. So this bike will come. Don't worry. It's coming this time. It's going to come. It's going to come. But not right now. It's going to stay out here for right now because I don't know where else to put it. This is one of my options, though, for that bike, for that one that's coming in the future. That's coming supposedly this week. A bike stand rack thing is to put it out here and kind of cover it. So, I can have it out here with some bikes. But I don't know. Not quite there yet. So, yeah. So I got all sorts of bikes. I got all sorts of bikes all over the place around my house. They're all over. So, nothing much new going on with bikes. There's a good old Ruth hanging over there. You liking racing your bike?
Yeah.
All right, Ruth likes racing your bike. You can go on your tire swing. Yeah, I got a tire swing back there. I don't know if I ever showed you guys that. Actually, I'll show you my tire swing. I'll show you the tire swing real quick. So I made a tire swing out of the OG fat bike tires. So let's see. So flip you around so you guys can see. So you can see it back there. Yeah, there you go. Respot it. So that is the OG fat bike tire. They have such a stiff sidewall that it makes a good tire swing. So that's what happens when you have tires just hanging around and they're in the way and your daughter wants a swing because most of the parks around here don't have swings. So yeah, that's it. Other than that, I mean, pretty much everything else is the same. Nothing much going on here. Same old garage. Yeah, I know some of you guys say, "What do you go do at this wall?" Because this is my only insulation on this wall. I think I made that point before. This is my only wall that's insulated. So these two panels. So this whole wall obviously needs to get insulated, as well as the back wall eventually needs to get insulated if I'm going to keep working in here. So it will happen eventually. Insulation is expensive, and I know from my experience, most of the heat loss comes from the door. Is where it comes from. If I run my heater on high, it'll stay warm in here. It'll stay pretty toasty. But yeah, if I come stand next to the door, like right here in the winter, it's noticeably colder in the winter. So that's why we're doing the door first. Doors need done. Look for that. Gotta get thing where I think I measured out like 4 sheets, and yeah, we gotta find that the extra weather stripping. We didn't find that again. I thought I found it at Home Depot, but I can't find it now. So gotta find that again. Maybe it was Lowe's. I don't know. We'll have to find that again. So yeah, so a lot of stuff coming, a lot of random stuff coming. So winter prep, pretty much. It's gonna start getting cold here. So single speed for life. All right, there we go. Yep, single speed all the way. Single speed fat bike. All good stuff. So yeah, I gotta love the single speed. This thing's really cool. I like this bike. Like if I had this bike for myself, I'd probably keep it for my wife, but it's not mine. But yeah. Single speed, good. That's going to be the interesting with fat bike is it's single speed, and we'll see what happens in the winter. I didn't really ride it that much last winter because the snow was kind of off and on, but single speed fat bike in the winter, we'll see how well that goes on. So that's kind of my winter prep, and what's going to be happening on the channel is prep for winter. It's going to get cold in the next month, so things have to get prepped for winter. Bikes have to get prepped for winter. Bear claw frame. Okay, that's cool, yeah. We got your stuff all prepped for winter, so we can do some fun riding, do some videos all during winter. Maybe you guys won't make fun of me as much when I have, you can see my breath in the garage because it's so cold. But yeah, that's what's coming. Busy, busy, busy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the little update just on the garage and what we're doing for winter. What is my favorite winter bike? I mean, I have a fat bike. So, I mean, that's pretty fun. That's what I ride in the winter. Since I got that last year, that's been kind of the fun one to ride. Is the fat bikes because it floats over all the snow. If you drop tires down to like 2 psi and it just floats over everything. Other than that, I mean, it just depends how wet it is. This bike's pretty good if it's a little bit drier. My gravel bike's a little bit better if it's wetter just because of the tires on it right now. But winter, pretty much the fat bike's what comes out and what rides everywhere. So yeah. Yeah, I got all sorts of stuff for that fat bike. I don't have anything new to go on it yet. I don't really know what else to put with it. I mean, the only things really I could do is put it does need brakes. I'll say that. I need to put some sort of hand brakes on there because the coaster brake off-roading is kind of sketchy. So I would like to do some sort of brakes. Supposedly they made adapters for putting like a big old cantilever on there. So I thought about that. I thought about maybe doing disc brakes somehow. But yeah, not much with that one. And then we got to test the bamboo bikes and bamboo bars in the winter too, because those are pretty fun and very different. They've tested them. They've told me up to low temperatures. So we'll see we'll see if they stand up. See how they do in the snow. It's kind of like curious. I've ridden them on the road a bunch, but not much in the snow. Let's get this all live again. There we go. So yeah, so that's happening. I'm always looking for new bikes. I thought about doing a ski bike this year. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, because I didn't find anything good this year so far. I try and keep my eye out for like Goodwill, especially for that kind of stuff, just so I know I'm going to drill into it and modify it. So I want to get something cheap to do it. But I haven't found anything this year yet. So maybe I'll start looking, because I was going to make the dirt jumper. I was going to make it a set of skis so we can go ski down on the dirt jumper, which I thought would be pretty fun. So that's still a possibility. I don't know if it's going to happen this year, if it's going to happen next. Just depends what I can find for cheap, because I'm not going to pay a bunch of money for skis or snowboard or something for that bike that I'm just going to modify. So that's pretty much the update. Not much going on. Just a little update on what's going on here, what we got happening, what bikes we got going on, what prep we're going to see for winter, upcoming videos you guys are going to see. But there we go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the short little update on everything. Appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate the support you guys all give, of course. Makes a big difference. Maybe it lets me just do this for fun, for what I do for work all day, as I make videos all the time. So makes a big difference. So I appreciate all of you, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for that on Thursday.